It's Tuesday, so let's get funny, people. Let's get funny. I'm Judy Carter. I've written many books on comedy, and I guess because I'm getting so many direct messages about this, I guess my talent is launching careers of comedians. So, boy, I'm thrilled about that. It makes me so happy when I get. It makes me so happy when I get my messages of, "Hey, I read your book. Now I'm touring, and now I'm making a living. I'm supporting my family. Yay! This is why I am here. I'm trying to make sense of my life, and this is where I've ended up. And I'm here to support comics today. I am supporting you. Today's going to be a day where I didn't want to have a guest. I want to help the people who are here. So if you're interested in me working on your material, please come up to the mic, and I will help write your material. I'll give you feedback. I'll answer questions. Meanwhile, let's see. Can you please help comedian Triple P? Sure. I don't know who Triple P is, but I will help. So in my book, Making Money Being Funny, I talk about merch. I talk about how you can produce a show, you can create merch, and you can make a really good living doing that. So I've been getting some of your merch in the mail. First of all, a shout out to Tina Cruz. Tina Cruz sent me her book, and this is a book called How to Host a Comedy Show. And I just love what she says on her book. She says, if you can run a room, you don't have to wait for opportunities, you create them. So this is an incredible book. If you are interested in hosting, which you should be, because when you are a beginning stand-up, you are probably going to open the show. And that is really hard. That's a big responsibility because, as she says, you've got to warm up the audience. You've got to establish trust. You've got to keep the energy consistent. You've got to teach the audience how to behave in the room. You've got to, and create conditions for the first comic to succeed. And it's your job to repair the room when something goes wrong and reset the energy. So, hey, shout out to Tina Cruz from Montreal, who wrote this book and sent it to me. Thank you so much, Tina. I support you, and I think all of you in comedy should read this book. After you read my book, of course. A shout out, talking about merch, to Beth Sterling, who sent me fabulous socks. Isn't that great? These are socks. Beth Sterling was my guest here, and I know you can't read it because it's backwards, but it says, Women's Stand-Up Comedy. Brilliant. She also has a lot of stickers, and the sticker kind of illuminates her message. I know I showed the clip from her HBO special talking about abortion, and this is a sticker, which is the picture of a uterus, and it says, invite only. Okay, yes, and I get loose with Beth Stelling, so heads up to comedians who are working it, okay? You need to be working it. How are you working your career? So today, what I'd like to do is start off with what you have, which is your material, your content. What is your content, and how do we make it funnier? And guess what? I'm good at that. So let me see who's here. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Oh, my favorites are here. I hate my hair and love my life. Thank you for being here each week and seeing your name here. So hello, 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 hello. So this is what I like you to do. You know, I've been doing some private consults now, and everybody starts off by going, love your book, love your book. And then they tell me this material as if they've never read my book because, sorry, recovering from a little bronchitis. So the story of my book is that of the billions of things you can create comedy about, why do you pick what you pick? Right? Why do you pick? So a lot of people will pick, I'm going to make jokes about, let's just say, my name. And the thing is that a good topic? What do you guys think? Is it a good topic? Now, your name is something you hear every single day. But it's something, unless you're Cher, the audience has just heard. So is that a good topic to make? I'm going to do a whole chunk on something that's about me that has nothing to do with the audience. So I think when we pick our topics, we have to be a little careful. One thing, and I'm going to talk about this just briefly, trying to be brief, hold myself back, stop yakking, Judy. I want to talk about the creative process itself because I think I can help you. I really think I can help you create material. Why are there so many dick jokes is this. because you're creating out of insecurity. So let's just say today I'm going to write some material, right? Well, what happens when well, I shouldn't say you sit down to write because, boy, that's a mistake. Nothing good happens from, sitting down. That's why they call it stand-up comedy. We stand up, we walk around, and what do we do when we write material? We get in touch with these 4 words, essential to comedy, because audiences do not react to words or cleverness or the little pun that you have or the little clever thing that you develop. They react to emotion. You, using your talent as a comedy writer and emotion, can get the kind of reactions from a crowd that leads to standing ovations. And these 4 words are hard, weird, scary, and stupid. Now, I've done them flat. The word stupid is usually used, let's say, by a comic like Michelle Wolf, who does political material. Did you see that thing? What a stupid bill they're putting in front of a Congress. This is the stupid. What a stupid way. Do you feel the power in that? It actually, that word gives you presence. Like, I want to know what she thinks is so stupid about that. And that connects you to the audience. And their agreement of shaking their head, yeah, that's pretty friggin' dumb. And then your joke goes on to prove just how stupid that is. So unless you have the word stupid or you're feeling the word stupid, like, oh, come on, people. How are you going to connect to an audience? Okay. Then the word weird. Ugh. God, this is so weird. It's so weird. Getting older is weird. I looked in the mirror. It's like, what? It's weird. Okay, whatever. And now I'm going to work that word with my topic and see where it lands me. But that's being organic. The 3rd word is hard. Oh, it is so hard right now. It is so hard. You know what's hard? What is hard? You find this hard? Use that word to connect to an audience and use it as a transition. Wow. Another thing that's hard is these attitude words are also your transition words. And you can go from, boy, that's stupid, but what's hard is, and they naturally go. And the last one is hard. Oh, scary. Yeah. Wow. This is scary, people. This is really, really scary. Now, if you come to me and you want a private consult, the first thing I have to know is how do you feel about your topic? But if your joke begins with, so I grew up in the South and then I, went to college there. And when I found my first boyfriend, I found that, anyway, you've lost me. I grew up in the South. You could have that, but you can immediately need to follow it, slamming that with attitude. I grew up with that. The South is a weird place, people. Just going to say. And then tell me what's weird about it. Then you can go on with your dissertation about your life if you want. But I need some friggin' jokes in there, people. That's how we write material. Because if you go too many lines just by, I'm talking about myself, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I grew up here. I was like the youngest, about 12 kids. And you haven't had an attempt at a joke. That's an amateur, okay? So the way I work in my private consults now is tell me, like, how do you open? And usually what I find is like 6 jokes that they missed in their opening, like 6 jokes, because I go, oh, hey, why don't you do a list of 3 with that one? Let's do a mix on that one. Where's your act out? Let's get to an act out. After the act out, let's do another act out. Let's do a mix act out. And then people are going, wait a second, you did read my book, the New Comedy Bible? So this is what I'm going to do with you today. I'm going to see the meat that you're leaving on the bone. I want to discover the jokes that you are just leaving on the floor, because they're all there. The reason that you're not seeing these jokes, and perhaps you're going to a dick joke or a breast joke or some genitalia joke, is because while you are working on your material, you are imagining bombing. You're imagining the audience not liking. Maybe you're imagining, the audience heckling you. So as you are trying to create new material, you have your heckler in the head going, that's not funny, that's not funny. Well, I know it's funny because I've been to open mics and everybody laughs at pubic hair and dick. And so I got to do that because I know that's a guaranteed laugh. And then you're missing out on the creative process of having the joy to come into a topic that's not funny and having the joy of finding the funny in that joke, right? In that topic. I've just found my father's journal from like 1936. And I just discovered that my grandfather ran a whorehouse. And I'm not there with finding the material yet because, they say comedy is tragedy plus time. But those jokes are coming. And what happens, you might call it procrastination of not working on material. I call it the creative process of like, I know I have to do something with it. And I'd never even heard of Jewish whorehouses. And I'm going to be talking to some relatives who are still alive just to confirm what he said in his journal and the detailing that he had about certain acts. And, okay, bar mitzvah boy. It's like, what? So I'm going to be starting the process, but I'm okay with not finding jokes right away. Does that make sense? Because I know when I put in my head that I want to do this, next week I'll tell you what the jokes are. All right? So I have just put myself on the line, and I'm going to be doing that. All right. Yes, Big Al Art. It's ripe for comedy. Because the first thing I really need to know is how do I feel about that, right? Because again, I know, I'm sorry, I'm ranting for 15 minutes here, but I need to know before I work on material is like, what do I really feel about it? Because if you're not connected to yourself as a comic, how the hell are you going to connect to an audience? So if you're connected to yourself and what your words are connected to something very real and how you feel, that's going to give you a connection to your audience. That's going to give you a connection to your audience, whether they're in front of you at a comedy club, at a corporate event, or they're online and looking at your stuff. Connection. Sorry, I'm way too long-winded. Anyway, that's my comedy rant for today, people. I didn't even know it would come out of me. I've had a hell of a week, and I've been kind of sick, and so you're the first people I'm talking to in a while, so I guess I had a lot to say. So we're going to find out triple P is. Thank you for all the love, everybody. Um, uh, hey, my friend.
How you doing today, ma'am?
Wait a
It's an
second.
honor.
Are you the triple P?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm
Comedian
I'm too
comedian.
scared to ask you what P stands for.
It's pimp player plastic. The only pimp in America with a negative bank account.
Are you related to my grandfather?
Hello.
Do you believe it? I just found out that grandpa ran anyway. And after my I'm going to have a call with one of the last living relatives of mine and find out like cuz I remember him saying, "Yeah, that's where we all lost our virginity." Oh yeah, Grandpa Bill's whorehouse. Like, what?
You had an amazing grandfather.
What? That is
it's
so
it's a
crazy.
it's
That
an
is so
honor.
it is
Thank you for having
so
me.
hi my friend.
How you
How do we
doing?
know each other? Tell me a little bit about yourself and how I
Uh,
can help you.
my name is comedian Triple P, pimp player plastic, the only pimp in America with a negative bank account. I just
Right?
got into comedy 5 years because my daughter fired me after 25 years. She was a singer, and that's how I became a comedian, taking tears to make cheers.
Wow.
That's
Do
simple.
you always talk in rhyme?
I ain't trying to, but that's how.
Because I don't have the time to talk in rhyme. See why? Whoa. Why is it we white people can't do that?
Yeah, Lord. I love everybody though. My stepfather, I'm gonna call him my stepfather. He white out there in California.
Oh, he is? Okay. Okay. So tell me, as a comedian, where are you performing? What are you doing? And how can I help you?
I've been performing a little bit at all over Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club. I
Yeah.
performed North Cross in Atlanta. And I just been trying to develop my own style because I've been going to the circuit and I've been watching different comedians doing stand up. I love it. But I said I wanted to be me. I wanted to be different.
Okay. And how are you going to be different? Like, tell me, can you tell me some of your jokes?
Okay, like for instance, my introduction, right? So when they introduce me, I say, okay, no disrespect to the host. I like to introduce myself. Coming to the stage right now, sausage neck, pork chop back, pig in the blanket eardrum, neck bone knee, oxtail toes, the one and only comedian Triple P. Now y'all give me a hand clap.
Okay. I love that. I used to do that actually myself too.
Yes,
Just
ma'am.
only when they didn't even have someone introduce me. I would just, like the gig was so cheap. They just wanted me to walk on stage and just start being funny, and then I would go.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you ever like then? Because I'm always like, do you know I'm a person? I feel like I'm a private
Uh-huh.
like uh I'm a private investigator finding the funny. Is there
Yes,
an
ma'am.
acronym for that? Like uh funny. I don't know. I forget about it. But anyway, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I try to do that just to throw the crowd off a little
I
bit, get a
like
little
that.
more
But why
more
don't you
energy.
after that heckle the announcer? Like why don't you go like come to say who was that guy who introduced me? What an a-hole.
I like that. That's fine.
Him
That's
him he's such
fine.
a narcissist. Like, let me tell you what I know about him, and like carry it a little further. So like
Okay.
so maybe you go over to the side and introduce yourself. No, and I like how you say no disrespect. I
Yeah.
mean, right? And then you go there, and then you kind of walk on. You just
Okay.
walk on because you did it from another part of the stage, right?
Okay.
And then
Yes.
you walk on and go, yeah. And how about a hand for the guy who introduced? No, don't give it a hand. He doesn't deserve. He's a worthless piece of shit.
Oh wow.
That guy. You know what he did? Do you know what he did? A terrible father.
Wow.
And then you could go into your material. I just love. I just think it's like I think being different now means going deeper.
Yeah, going to. Okay. Okay. That's what you're. But
Right,
I
right,
try to.
right, right. So you have this idea and you do
Yes,
it
ma'am.
and it works and you get the laugh, right?
Yes.
But why stop there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Ma'am. Oh, I'm of that age. I'm ma'am. That puts on 20 years to any woman, ma'am.
And
I
yes.
don't, ma'am.
No,
Ma'am means like
it's just
you.
nothing but respect for you, and I'm honored, and I heard a little bit of your story, and I'm grateful to be on the line with
Oh,
you.
I love that. Thank you so much. But ma'am, doesn't ma'am kind of say like, nobody wants to, whatever. Anyway, I'm trying to
and
keep it clean, but I'm not doing well. So
yes,
anyway,
ma'am.
okay, no,
Then
okay,
after, then
no,
after
don't come,
that, then I come
ma'am.
with.
That's so weird. It's like I'm
Oh,
working at
sorry,
McDonald's.
sorry,
All right,
sorry, Miss Judy. That's better.
Miss Judy. All right, okay, okay. So,
Yes, ma'am. Oh,
so you can't stop it. That's a routine.
yes.
That's a funny routine.
Oh, wow.
I love that. I love that. Now, where are you from? The South? Are you in the military or
Yeah, a little bit of all of it. I'm from New Jersey. I was in the military. Now I live in Dallas. So you hit all
right
three.
in Dallas? So, because of all of that, you have an obsession to call all women ma'am, which
Yes,
is
out of
not hot.
respect.
Which is not hot. We call it respect. You ladies call it what? You don't want me? All right.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think that's funny. And then we can't stop. I mean, I like that. I like that whole thing about like how we end up doing things that we just are addicted to. Like, what
Yes,
else
man.
are you addicted to?
Me?
Yeah. No, who else is here?
Oh Lord, I'm addicted to
I'm just not
chocolate.
here.
I'm addicted to chocolate.
You're addicted to what else? What else are you addicted to?
Candy.
Bad habits? Any other bad habits?
Yeah, eating a lot, eating past bedtime, snacking all the time.
So what do you do to try and stop yourself from eating past bedtime?
I've been trying to take apple cider vinegar.
Ah!
I'm trying to curb my appetite. Lord, I'm trying to curb my
Oh, so
appetite.
you're susceptible to conspiracy theories.
Yes, I guess so. Yes, ma'am. But see,
You
I'm
can't
not a
stop
I'm
it.
not a great writer, but I think my mind is just comical.
No, I love that. Now, what do you think drinking apple cider vinegar is going to do for you?
At least curb my appetite a little bit so I won't be as hungry. Give me about a couple of hours so I can fall asleep.
All right. So tell us what you eat before you go to bed. So let's start this joke off with obviously it's hard breaking habits, right?
Okay, yes, ma'am.
So let's
Yeah. And I'm taking notes. I want you
You're
to know
mamming me to death. You're
I've been
mamming me to death. Okay.
I've been
So
taking
it's hard.
notes.
Just say that. Let me hear it, boy, and then go into like when you go to sleep. Tell me what you eat. So, but we'll do it like an act out. So we're going to learn some terms here. The first
Yes.
term is the attitude. We're going to go. It's hard. So it's hard. Let's hear it. Hard. Self improvement is hard. Just go with
Okay.
that.
It's so hard to go to bed sometimes because I eat too much.
Okay, let's take I out of it. Anybody having, everybody, how many of you want to improve yourself, right? So
Yes.
sometimes we want to like start a joke starting with the audience. How many of us want to improve ourselves? Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Isn't
Okay.
right? Isn't it hard? Like before
Okay.
I go to bed, right?
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
going like, that's it. That's it. I'm not gonna I go ahead. I'm not gonna tell me say what you say in your head. Like just say it like an act out.
Oh,
I'm going. I'm not gonna tell me all the things you're not gonna eat. I'm gonna
I,
go to bed.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm gonna
You
go
can
to
be
bed. I'm not gonna eat no banana puddings. I'm not gonna eat no Oreo cookies, slice of pizza. I'm not gonna go on the food bench. I'm just gonna go straight to bed and take me some apple cider vinegar.
right, right. And the reason I'm doing that because I'm doing what Oprah did. Apple cider vinegar.
Oh,
Right? Apple
oh,
cider. Now do an act out of Oprah doing because I've seen her on Instagram with that.
okay.
Do the thing of Oprah going like the secret to losing weight. Go
The
ahead.
secret of losing weight, y'all, is apple cider vinegar. I
Yeah,
take it every night before bed.
right. So look at me. I'm still fat, but I smell like a salad. It doesn't work, people. Like it doesn't work, people. All
I'm
right.
still fat,
I'm
y'all.
actually drinking the apple cider vinegar while I'm calling DoorDash.
I'm saying,
No, no, I don't need any dressing on the fries. I've got some apple cider vinegar I'm going to put on it. Like it's bullshit, people.
oh,
So so
wow.
now now I want people who are watching this to see how we got to this organically.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
You cannot stop calling me ma'am. You
Yes.
cannot if you cannot stop calling someone ma'am, you cannot stop. You cannot go on a diet. You can't stop French fries. You have no control over yourself, sir.
Oh,
No
wow.
control.
Wow, you
That
funny.
that's the joke though. See, I
Wow.
want us. How many of us go, "Oh yeah, I'm going to read books." Right. And we buy books and it's like, "Oh yeah. Yeah, this will help even my table out." We can't we have these ideas of
Yes.
these improved people we're going to be.
Yeah. Yes.
And I think
Wow.
this is a great topic for you
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's
Oh,
really real, right?
yeah. This real. Like, I really love to eat. This ain't no joke.
Yeah, but what else? What else? Are you single or married?
I'm married, and my
Yeah.
wife. Yeah, I'm married. Yes.
What do you have problems? Like, are you doing stuff that annoys her? Probably.
No, she do stuff that annoy me sometimes.
Oh, and you think she's going to stop? You can't stop saying ma'am, but you think, oh, she's not going to be getting fights with you. Oh, she's going
I
to
know
stop
she ain't
trying
gonna
to
stop.
control you and tell you what to do. Nobody changes people. This
That's
is
true.
such a great topic.
Yes.
I don't know. I would listen to a comic doing this topic
For real?
because
Ooh.
I would because you want to be different, go deeper.
Oh wow, deeper. I think that's my problem being kind of new. Like I get scared to go deep. Why? Because I don't want to offend nobody. I want to be like a PG-13 comedian. I don't want to
Well,
offend
don't worry
nobody.
about that. That just
Okay.
means don't say fuck and what have you. I mean, who
Okay.
cares about that? But this kind of stuff
Yes.
is like so real for an audience. I mean, come on, let's see. Let's
Okay.
see what do people say in the chat here?
Okay.
Tina
Real
Judson, they're
fine.
shouting, "Oh, ma'am! Oh, that's so funny." And that's true. We cannot change the way we orgasm, can we? I tried once, and you just can't. Have you ever tried to like change, like go, okay, this time I'm going to say something like
Oh
this?
Lord. Yeah.
Can you do that? No, no. Can we? Can you? Can anybody? I don't know.
Oh wow.
I'm just going off what Leah Prush Prussia writer said. Oh God. So I switched to apple pie. What's going? You get apple cider. You get apple cider vinegar.
Ah, I like that.
It's like,
Wow.
and you take too much of that shit. Oh boy,
Oh.
then it's weird. It's weird. People, I don't know.
Miss Judy, can I say something though too?
Yeah, of
Uh,
course.
I had a little when I did that little my little intro, and I had a couple of little one-liners I did to try to warm the crowd up. Like,
Okay.
so I don't know, do it work? But it was working a little bit. Like after I did the sausage nigga and all that, I said if Bruce and Linnell had a baby, be me. I don't know, should I take that as a compliment or a disrespect? Talk about David Chappelle as the Godfather. I'm broke, and I say the B word sometimes. Then they say
What's a B word?
bitch.
Right at
I'm
the
broke.
start?
Yeah, that's what. And after I do the intro, I come with that, and then I say I look like an overweight, underpaid Kevin Hart. I throw three little one-liners.
I would love if you did the intro and you go, "Who was that guy? He's so fat." Like I would like
Okay,
start it with making fun of yourself and
okay,
then go, "All right, yeah, I know." But I'm trying. I'm doing Oprah's apple cider vinegar. Great.
okay.
Now I smell like I have a yeast
Oh,
infection or something.
oh
I
shit.
don't I don't know.
Okay.
Hey, you are a blast. I love you.
Oh
You're
wow.
just so much fun. But you don't live in Washington. I'm going to be next week in Nate Jackson's comedy club. You know Nate Jackson.
Nate Jackson Comedy Club. What city is that?
Oh, it's Seattle. It sounds like it's far. But
I
anyway.
I do travel for opportunities. I
Well,
do.
look it up. It's Nate Jackson Comedy Club next week. He's having a whole comedy conference. Very supportive of comedians.
Oh, for
Really cool guy.
Nate Jackson.
Anyway,
What's
I love you. Bye
Okay,
bye.
thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you for having me.
You're
God
welcome,
bless you.
ma'am. Ma'am. Mamming you to death.
Thanks for having me. Nate Jackson Comic Club. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Bye
Okay.
bye.
Let's see. Now we've got Shelly and we have a couple people. Great. I'm glad you're coming up here. You know, that's why we need comedy buddies, right? To see like, oh, we have this issue. Hey, Shelly, right? Is that your name?
Yes, how are you?
Okay. Well, so what's happening? Where are you from today?
So I'm in South Carolina, and
Okay.
I am a touring stand-up comedian and a huge fan. And congratulations to you on getting your name on the Comedy Store. Oh my gosh!
I know, it just shows you wrongs can be righted.
Yes, yes,
I
and
love how
thank you. And
I
thank you for
didn't
being
know.
a voice for women. Thank you for being a voice for us female comedians. I love it. Thank you.
Well, I'm telling you, and I know a lot of the guys are not going to like hearing this, but the system is rigged against women. And I've been alive.
Yes,
I'm really old now, and so I've been alive for a long time doing comedy, and I don't see a lot of changes. So
right, right.
but it's good news because I am a believer, and that's where I wrote "Making Money Being Funny," and that means you go and you create your own thing,
You do.
And I
You
love
do.
like I talked at the beginning with Tina Cruz writing a book and doing hosting workshops and
Right.
just and becoming a host and best selling and along with everything else, being a businesswoman. So, what can I
Right.
help you with today?
So, I'm really a diamond in the rough in the comedy industry. I'm one of those people that was raised around comedy, and my dad was a truck driver, and so my daddy was F this and F that, and of course, me being a redneck in the South, that just comes natural for me using dirty words, and I was listening to what you were saying about how using dirty words is kind of like I guess you would say being nervous on stage, and it just comes out. But I'm trying to clean it up, be more of a
Why?
cleaner,
Why do you want to clean it up?
because there's a lot of opportunities for clean comedians. I see the opportunities that you get with clean comedy. So I'd love to
Yeah.
have those extra opportunities. I'm good as far as I'm a great writer. I'm good at what I do. I'm great. I feel like I'm great at what I do because I'm really out there now. But clean comedy is my weakness, and you are a specialist in helping people with their weaknesses. So,
Okay, well, tell me a filthy joke and let's clean it up. Go ahead. I can't wait to hear it.
okay, let's see here. So, God, I don't even know where to start. I got like 2 hours worth, and you put me on the spot. You make me nervous. I mean, you are the person in comedy here.
Well, no,
Um,
I mean, I'm just curious because I don't see things in terms of dirty or clean, and I'm not a fan of clean comedy. You
I'm
know,
not either. I'm
I'm
not
not a fan of
either.
clean comedy. I'm not a fan of censorship. I mean, if somebody, let's just say a black comedian gets on stage and says, fuck racism. I go, right on. And I'm not going to say you have no right to say that or that's dirty. That is the truth and sometimes needs that extra F-bomb. So I'm all about what works for the joke. So I'm not a big believer in like, oh, everything has to be so clean because it gets to a point where it's censorship. And I'm so against censorship. So it has to do with who your audience is. Now, if you are okay with your audience and your audience is, talk the way you're talking on stage and then they feel, God, she's one of us, you are doing great. I would say keep that. But I do think it would be really good just for your own growth as a comic to
Right.
get an audition tape that doesn't open with a BJ joke or doesn't have, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
just so you can have that show, like, oh, she's so funny, but can she work clean? Now, yeah, here's a clean tape. But I wouldn't change what you do if it's working. Does that make sense?
Right, right. I agree 100%. And thank you for saying that because, as you said, being a woman, you get a lot of criticism because the society thinks that women aren't supposed to talk like that,
Come
right?
on, let's hear the nasty joke. Can't wait.
Okay, so here's my nasty joke. So, I'm almost 58 years old, and me and my husband being on the road, I'm laying in the bed, and he's, we're flipping through the TV, and 50 Shades of Grey comes on, and of course, my husband gets horny, and I'm menopausal and bitchy, so it doesn't really work out for us. And later on that night, we go to bed, and he says, "Let's try some of that 50 Shades of Grey stuff." And I said, "Look, the only 50 Shades of Grey happening in this hotel room is down here on this scooter. You hear me?" And then he goes, "Well, let me just try something. Let's just try some stuff." And I'm like, "Okay, I do love a casino when there's 2 miles away, so I do need to make $200. So I did it." And
Uh-huh.
and
Okay,
then
okay. Let's hold it. Let's hold it. So there's so many jokes left on the table that I don't know how you feel about it. Okay.
okay,
So I think you're headed towards you start off, you mention you're 58. So here's a lot of information you give without a payoff. Okay? So, well, I guess you do have a payoff in the 58, but you go, I'm 58 years old and we're watching 50 Shades of Grey, okay, and and menopause, and so we have the film, your age, and menopause, but I don't hear any of them landing in a joke about any of those topics. So I'm getting a lot of information, and so I would slow down a bit, and I
well,
think
I'm also very nervous.
well,
So,
no, you're doing
yeah,
fine. And it is funny, but it's story comedy, and I think you'd
yeah.
be harder hitting if you would just take a topic and hit on it. So let's start with 50 Shades of Grey. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't think you need, I'm in a hunt, I'm with my husband, I got. So well, let's pick hard, weird, scary, stupid. Pick one of those.
We'll just do. It's hard. It's
What's
hard
hard
being
about the
58.
movie? What?
Oh, it's hard being 58 because movies like 50 Shades of Grey, that
Okay,
your
well, you're
husband's
going to get
gonna.
to the joke. So let's just do
Oh, okay.
that joke and get it over with. So I go, oh my God. A lot of people like that, like that movie, 50 Shades of Grey. You know what's weird? When you are in your 50s, it it really is great. And then just look
Ah,
down, boom. And you get to the joke, and then you don't need all that other. And then, because if you mention your husband, I need an act out of your husband. Now I need an act out of your pubic hairs turning gray. Give them a
and that
voice.
and
No,
that's
no,
where the
listen to me. Listen to me. We're staying with this one joke.
one joke.
Okay.
Yep.
Which you got to in like 5, 6 sentences. I'm getting to like right away. Okay. So it's a movie. What's weird about it is very accurate. After 50, it is 50 Shades of Gray. And look down and go, I know my pubic hairs are going. Now we need an act out. Act outs are where people really laugh. So if you don't have them, you're laying a lot of money on the table. So let's pick up that money. Let's do an act out of pubic hair. Go ahead.
So
What is your pubic hair shade? So I would have it looking
it
up
looks
at
like a
you.
it looks like a silverback gorilla, you know.
No, your pubic hair has a mouth and is talking. What's it saying?
Uh, I'm not sure.
Hey, just go, hey, and have it say something. I know. I see what happens. Just we're in the creative
Uh,
process now. This is the problem that people have with the creative process. They go, I have to think of something funny before I open my mouth. No, you're a funny lady. You're hilarious. So let's just open your mouth and let's have it come out. What's your pubic hair saying? People tuning in now are going to go like, well, this is a little interesting. All right, so go ahead. So what is it saying?
Hey, come take a taste of if you like salt and pepper so much.
What's up? You let us go to shit. How
Yeah.
come you get a hairstylist for your head? What about us down here? Help!
Yes. You need to floss. You need to floss
Oh,
your
there
teeth.
goes
Come
another
pick one.
sister. We're losing it. We're losing.
I
Yeah,
love it.
it's hysterical.
Absolutely.
Right?
It was
So
definitely an extra piece left on the floor there. Yeah.
what?
It was definitely an extra piece laying on the floor there. It was
Well, it's
just
the
kind of,
act out.
yeah.
Every one of you listening to this should go like, what am I going to act out? How do I get to the act out as quick? So this is an act out of your pubic hair. You know, maybe your
You're
pubic
being
hair.
the pubic hair. You're being the pubic hair.
Yes, you are the pubic hair.
I'm the bush.
Hello, Moses had a. Yeah, we're losing our pigmentation. Help us!
Oh gosh, that's great. Thank you. Thank you
Send
so
some
much.
that. Yeah. So they're there, and now we're on. So now this all goes with turning 50, and what's so hard are all the changes. But if when the thing is, we comics, especially if we're beginning or um, not certain how to write stand-up material, we're very busy with the story, and we have to tell how the story happened and how you came across to think about it. No, get to the joke. Get to the joke.
Okay.
We don't need your husband in this story. This has nothing to do with him,
Okay.
right? How does it
hmm
have to do with your husband, this joke? He's not in the joke.
hmm
Why do you have to have him in the joke?
Because it leads up to after the 50 Shades of Grey, we were laying in the bed, and he wants to do the 50 Shades of Grey act out, and he tells me to close my eyes. I've got my eyes shut, and all of a sudden I feel the bed shift, and I look up, and he is straddled over my face, and he wants to do the new thing that all the young kids are doing. He wants to do teabagging. And I said, wait a
Okay.
minute.
Hold it. So now we're going into, um, I don't know. I haven't had lunch yet. I'm a little nauseous from thinking about that image. Quite frankly, I don't know how people do that, and they're eating nachos in the club and get that graphic image out of my head. But whatever. But if you want to do that joke, set it up. It's hard. How do you feel about it? Again, you're stuck in a narrative. You're stuck in this is what happened. This is what happened. I'm talking about my life. You don't need all that shit. What's really weird is when your husband watches some kind of porn and now he wants to do it with you. How
Okay.
do I get to the What are you doing on my get those out? I don't care if it's called teabag. You are now with your husband in that scene. You're talking all around it. You're setting it up. No, why do you need all of that? Just set up another joke. It's really, oh God, you know it's really scary, ladies, when your husband watches porn and he wants to try it with you.
Yeah.
Right? Now, act out. You don't have to have any explanation.
Gotcha.
What have I lost in that? Nothing.
Right.
However, the problem is for each of these setups, I need at least 6 jokes. So you go one thing about turning in your 50s is your pubes start to lose pigmentation. That's one. 6 more things. 6
Gotcha.
more things. Another thing. And then what's really weird is boom, 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 boom. Cut the story.
What's really weird is it's hard being 50.
Well, we already did
You can
that.
say
We
that.
did
Okay.
that, but the specific that's the overall.
Okay.
When we mind map, that's the overall mind map, which you can get in my Comedy Bible workbook, where we mind map things. But that's the overall mind map. One is what happens down there, downstairs. All of a sudden, looks different. Another one could be craping. Another one could be when you walk into a bar, like you could be invisibility. So it's hard being invisible. So then the topic keeps shifting. We don't say over and over, it's hard being 58, it's hard being 50. No. And it's hard being invisible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get in a restaurant. Hello, I'm standing here. Hello. Women over 50. Hello.
Yeah.
Right? And then, of
Where's my
course, I
women
say,
over
"Oh, I'm
50?
sorry, I didn't see you. God, what the fuck? I should rob a bank. What did she look?"
Yeah.
All I'm doing is, how do I get to act outs? Okay?
Right. Got you.
Okay. I got time for one more. Really great meeting you.
Thank you.
Really
You
great
too.
meeting you. So,
Yes.
hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing awesome. So good to see your pretty face. Where are you?
Thank
You're
you,
from
thank you.
Columbus?
Columbus, Ohio. Sister
Oh,
Lou. Sister Lou put me on to you, and I've been watching your videos. I just started stand up about 4 or 5 months ago, and it's going pretty well so far. But I know I
what's
got
your
so much
favorite
work to
part?
do.
Okay. So you've just been doing, first of all, can I see your whole face? Because it's weird. There you, okay, good. You got clothes on. I'm trying. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Did you see the guy on here? Were you on here earlier? Couldn't stop calling me ma'am.
No, I didn't
Oh,
see
you didn't
that.
see that? That was so
No.
funny. Don't call me ma'am. It's just so unsexy. Nobody wants to have sex with someone named ma'am, right? Nobody. And then he says, "I understand, ma'am." No, it's
No, I understand, ma'am. I'm sorry. No,
that was so funny. Um, um, okay, so tell me, you've been doing it 4 months, right?
yes.
So tell me about a moment you had. Now, I want you to think about this on stage that felt really good. Like a moment you had. Did you have a moment where you went like, okay, I like this. This is good. This is good. This is really good. What was it?
Um, I it's kind of weird because I have I don't know if I could put a specific moment on it, but when I do say the joke or when I get that laugh in general, I just it gives me like energy to like keep going, you know? So like that's like the most every time I say a joke and it kind of gets a laugh at
Like,
all, I
can you
just
tell us
get
a joke that got a laugh? Can you tell us a
yeah,
joke? Go ahead.
just any time like and it just
Well,
happens
what were you
more often
saying?
than
Let me
not.
hear the joke.
Okay, so one of my first jokes, I go up, I'm a bigger guy. Like she said, my name is Big Dono. I don't understand why people call me that. I rub my stomach, and then people usually laugh. I don't know what y'all laughing at. I'm like a smooth 180, 180.
Okay.
People out here taking those Ozempic like Flintstone vitamins, ain't they? Man. I'm people.
I like how you get to an act out. People are saying, "Oh, flits on that," right?
Yep,
I
yep.
like. You already have a natural way of doing it. Love it. Love it. Okay, go
And
ahead.
then, yep, and then I continue to say, yeah, I'm people. That usually gets a good one. Believe it or not, I used to be bigger than this. They used to call me Bigger Dono. Right? Luckily for my fiance, that dude's retired now, so that's good. That's good. He was a menace, man. He was a menace. See, nowadays I can put my sock on normal, 1 foot, 1 foot. I get up and act it out. Bigger Dono used to have to call the cavalry.
I was just
But
wondering, when did this name kick in? Were you always
um,
called this? Like, were you like a baby? Oh, look how big he, like,
it's actually funny. It started my freshman year of college, and I didn't really like it. I
Oh,
thought it was
really?
so.
It started. What happened? Tell. I want to go back to into the past, and I want to
Okay.
go to like, who was the
So,
first person called you Big Dono?
yep. So it's a
Because
guy
was
that
there
I
someone else with the same name, and they had to go, oh, he'll be Little Dono, and you'll be the Biggie.
nah nah. So when I was going to school when I was younger, people just used to call me Donnie, right? Then I went to college and I had a buddy that I used to hang out with, and we would throw like parties and stuff like that, and we would like do little promotions and stuff, and he started calling me Big Dono, and my name is Donovan.
Oh,
So that aspect, I've never heard Dono before, like that I've never heard nobody shorten Donovan to Dono, and so I was like, what is a Dono? Like Big Dono, like, and he just kept saying it, and it caught on. Other people start calling me that, and I just roll with it.
you know, you know, do you do anything with it other than yourself? Just wondering about that because some things occur to me. Anything occur to those of you out there? I'm thinking of something. I'm
What's
thinking
the
of something.
question?
Have you like it's all about you, right? And I want to mix something in. So I
Mhm.
want to take the joke to a different place. Oh, Sister
Hey,
Lou
Sister
is
Lou,
here. Sister Lou. Yeah. And Terrell said, who would want to party at Big Dono's house?
Big
Big
Dono
Dono. You
crib,
know, it's like
yeah.
I kind of first went like, well, I'm like at first do the act out of being like hurt. And I think it's
I
always
don't know
funny
why
to
people
watch
call
a
me
big
that.
guy be hurt. Go ahead.
Yeah,
So,
I don't know why people call me that, man. I don't
yeah, do
understand
it a
it.
little more like you're crying.
I don't understand why people call me that, man. I just don't
Yeah,
get it.
that hurts my feelings. Right?
Yeah,
Like I want to see it
yeah.
kind of a little more feminine. Can you try it that way? Man, that hurts.
Why do they call me that?
No,
I
it's
don't
talk to
get it.
somebody, not they. Why are you calling me that?
They
Right?
usually people call me Big Dono. I don't. Why do you call me that? What?
Well,
Why do you call me that?
talk more about how it's hurting your feelings and talk not they. Why are you saying, because you're talking to someone like,
Okay.
so he's go, I remember the first time someone said, hey, this is my friend Big Donna, and then I had to turn to him and go, I'm hurt, right? Like I want
Yeah.
to
Okay.
I turned to him and said, go ahead.
I said, who are you to call me Big Dono?
Yeah, just say the words, I'm hurt.
I'm hurt.
You hurt my feelings,
You hurt my feelings.
which is weird because I learned when you call a guy that, that's a compliment, right? And so
But
when I
Big
went out with
Shirley.
a girl and her name was Bertha, I called her Big Berth. She went, oh,
Yeah.
she didn't go out with
Yeah.
me. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Like we
Okay.
have, so
Okay.
this brings us to more of a premise. So
Yes.
very often in the beginning of our careers, we talk about, like strictly ourselves, right? And we're in this little world of our bodies, ourselves.
Hmm.
But when we back out of it, we start to see that we fit into a larger world. And that way we connect to an
Hmm.
audience. Because in the audience, there are men and women. So then when we talk about experience, right, right, right,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
you hear where I'm going with
I
that.
hear. Yeah.
Where am I going? Where am I going with it? Go ahead.
Just bringing everybody into it. So like some
Bringing
people might
everybody
understand.
into
Yeah.
it by using hard word, scary, stupid. What's weird, women don't take that
Mm,
as a compliment,
yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's the
Okay.
worst thing you could say to a woman.
Yeah, which
Like,
is weird because when I was
small is
younger.
the worst thing you'd say to a guy, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
always
Okay.
little faggot, big dyke, right? It's
Yeah.
always like,
Yeah.
because we want to hurt
Right. Right.
them,
Right. Right.
right?
Okay.
It's like
Okay. Okay.
weird. It's like, because I think it's funny at first that you're insulted. Then I realized, no, it's a compliment. Any
Yeah.
man gets called big, it's that, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. Right. Okay. Yeah. I like that. I appreciate
But
that.
it's what's weird is that, and then what does that mean? And then we go a little bit deeper into why isn't it such an insult to call women big,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Because the women, and then you could really score points with the audience and become a sex symbol
All
by
right.
saying something along the lines, sir, of tell me, so I'm going to tell you something. It's the big women with big hearts that made me the big man I am today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And then
Okay.
you
Yeah.
go, Chris Rock has a thing about this. And he starts it off by talking about how gorgeous big women are. And it's kind of a setup because later on he's doing a thing about
Mm-hmm.
black women's ankles or something. But he
Yeah.
does
Yeah.
set it. I don't know if you remember, but it's funny. But any male comedian who has the insight to do material like this is going to rise above the fray. Because, like, a
Okay.
lot of people think, oh, I've got to talk about something different. Yeah, you do. And this is what it is. It's like going a little bit deeper with what
Yes.
you're talking about. And you get the jokes off of you. And it's so awesome. You can make fun of yourself, but then make it mean something more
Okay.
and an opinion about the world. Okay. But
Yeah.
isn't
And
it true? I
yeah.
mean, there's something about a big woman that's gorgeous and
Yup.
beautiful, and
Yeah.
having a male comic take that angle, I haven't seen
Right.
it. I've hardly seen it.
Easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Sister
Yeah.
Lou is saying something awesome. Sister Lou, do you want to come up here? I'd like
Yeah,
to see
Sister
your
Lou.
beautiful face. 50. She said 80 80% 80% of the audiences are women.
Mm-hmm.
I've spoken to a lot of comics who are really doing well, and and some guys, right, white guys,
Mm-hmm.
but they've been smart because they know the statistics that women make the decisions for where are we going tonight. Let's go to a comedy club, and
Mm-hmm.
women are there. And
Yeah.
when you can like do something that goes about us,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
will be your fans. We will
Mm.
be your followers. Now I want you'll try this out. I think we're going to be posting this whole thing on YouTube now. Now I'm
Okay.
fixing my YouTube channel. It was quite a mess. So maybe you
Mm-hmm.
could see it and then you
Absolutely.
could like write it down.
Yeah, I will
Okay,
definitely be
so
doing that for
so
sure.
yeah, so I just want to let's bring the queen herself, the goddess of
Yes.
comedy of Ohio, Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
Let's bring the
Ooh.
lady herself up here. I'm running out of intro. Good, she's showing up. She's showing up. Is she here?
Sister
Hey,
Yay,
Lou.
Sister Lou. We have to
Yeah.
start meeting like this. We just saw
I
each
know, right?
other. We just saw
Hey,
it.
Judy. Hey, Big Dono.
Hey, Sister
At
Lou.
We,
hopefully no, I want to just like, do you mind me saying some good things about you, Sister Lou? Because
oh my
you
God. Absolutely.
I feel like we're kindred sisters because you are doing what I'm trying to do, which is something I didn't have as a comic growing up: community. Like, this
Mm-hmm.
woman here is so supportive of comedians. She is so out there. She's amazingly talented. So if you, how can
Thank
we,
you.
you'll put your Well, go follow Sister Lou because she knows she's everything. But are you going to be in Seattle next week with Nate Jackson's club? Or?
I'm trying to get there. It's a little tricky, you know, the way my
It's
checking account is
far.
set up. You know,
Yeah.
we just spent a whole week in California, so you know that. So we'll
I
see. I'm still
know.
trying to work it out. I know
I
it's going
was
to be
going to
amazing,
attend.
though.
I was going to attend more festivals, but I had a visitor in town who got me sick, and
Uh-oh.
now I'm on the mend, so that's good. So
Good.
I wish I saw more of you. But anyway, this guy, what did you think about what I said to him about that whole thing of the notion
Mm-hmm.
of him being first big? Well, I'm hurt, because there's something hilarious about a big guy like him, a big masculine butch guy like him going, that hurt my feelings. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's something so funny, and then realize, oh, it's a compliment. He's big. Yeah, we don't have to hit the dick joke on the head, so to speak, but it's there, and that way
Mm-hmm.
it's such a
Mm-hmm.
compliment. But then being inclusive of women and going, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's the one way you can really insult a woman. Where
Mm-hmm.
it's a compliment for me, but what do you think about that?
I think that is spot on, and that adds so many other dimensions.
Yes.
He's able to tap into other parts of the audience, you know, and then take your time with that. I think that's something that you got to let the room like absorb, and as they are, especially as the women start embracing him. Oh, he's there, he's got them, And I worked with
What?
Big Dono at the open mic for several weeks. He's been coming,
Uh,
every time he comes through, I'm like, yo, try a little bit of this. I'm gonna give you an extra minute,
Yes.
and now I'm
Definitely.
putting my secret out there. I wish I hadn't said that out loud. But yeah, I try to give him a little extra time because he's got it. And I love when he takes his time with it. Like when he does the bigger Dono, oh man, it kills
Yeah.
every time. Somebody
yeah.
put in the comments, do say bigger with the hard R. You gotta, you can take it
That's a
so
good
many,
one. That's a
yeah, you
good
can
one.
take it so many
Yeah.
places. I don't know who said that, but it was in the comments. But yeah,
Yeah, that's a good one.
don't forget that 80% of the audience is women, and not all of us are trying to get aroused. We just want to be included,
I
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
have to
know.
say, "Oh, nice tits." You can be like, "I got tits better than yours, girl." Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Yeah.
Just
right,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right. I
Thank you,
I
Sister Lou. I
know. And
appreciate
and a
that.
guy who's sensitive to that, we are loyal followers, right?
hmm,
Of
Mm.
people we love, right? And love seeing and
mm-hmm,
having that
mm-hmm.
opinion, and it is awesome. So I
And
love
we do buy the
s-
tickets, Judy. I'll buy 4 tickets. Like, girl, we going to such and such this weekend. Oh, you guys are
right,
gonna love him. Cause
right.
there's a whole, etiquette thing to going to doing comedy
Right.
too, and we want the people to come back. We want them to spend money, we want them to come and support us, but you can't turn them off, you
I
know?
know. And I just want to end with this one thought though.
Okay.
This one thought because here we are, women nurturing male comedians to be more inclusive of us, right? When
Hey.
when it's time for us to grab the power, grab the mic,
Yes.
you know,
Yup. Yup.
Yes.
and
Period.
do it. And that's why when I do an all woman show or an all women's event, boy, is that freeing.
Mm-hmm.
There is something very freeing. And I've noticed if there's like I sometimes do these Women Week or Heart Week or, Cancer for Women Pink events or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes if there's one man in the audience, right, and I do a joke that's maybe like, I don't know, like, why is it everything about us about men, oh, pause, guy, Nicole, or whatever I'm doing,
Right.
the women, I watch them turn to the one guy in the audience, go, "Is he okay? Is he okay with what she's saying?
Right. Is he
Does
all
he need any
right?
help?" And it's like,
Hey, does he need help?
Yeah.
anyway, love to all of you. So much love here on this
Yes.
Love
Insta
you, Judy.
Live with everybody. See you
Yeah.
next week. Bye
Thank you guys
bye.
All
so
right,
much.
baby. See you Wednesday,